Hi boys and girls, welcome back to History Lane. Here we meet some of our history's heroes through using our creative hands. Today we meet Aharon HaKohen, Aaron the High Priest, known for his peaceful and loving nature. As a symbol of this love, we'll be making a heart craft today using a technique that involves string and pins. Here are the supplies we will need: a 6x6 inch foam square, masking tape, a ruler, scissors, 3/4 inch steel pins, 3 colors of string each 40 inches long, a pen or pencil, a stapler, a piece of square fabric, and a piece of paper. Let's begin. Lay the foam square on the back of the fabric piece and center it in the middle. Neatly fold the fabric over the edges of the foam piece and staple it in place. Aharon HaKohen was born in 2365 during the Egyptian exile and passed away in 2487, right before the Jewish people entered Eretz Yisrael, the land of Israel. On the secular calendar, his lifespan was 1396 to 1274 BCE. Push 9 or 10 pins along each edge of the square. They should be inserted halfway, equally spaced apart. Aharon was the brother of Moshe, Moses, and Miriam. He married Elisheva, the daughter of Aminadab, and had 4 sons. During the Egyptian exile, when Moshe was not present, Aharon guided the Jewish people and reminded them of Hashem's, God's promise to redeem them. Next, use a pen and ruler to measure a 4x4 inch square on a piece of paper. He served as Moshe's spokesperson to King Paro, and when Hashem brought the 10 plagues, he was the messenger to carry out the first 3. Cut out the square, then fold it in half. Once the Jewish people left Egypt and journeyed through the desert, they inaugurated the Mishkan, the tabernacle, which was a movable home for God during their travels until they reached the land of Israel. Cut out a half heart shape, then open the paper and voila, it's a heart shape. Use a piece of masking tape to stick it down in the middle of the foam square where it will serve as our stencil. Push about 18 pins around each side of the heart, insert them halfway and space them equally apart. The process of inauguration began with Moshe conducting specific rituals for 7 days. On the 8th day, the Mishkan was ready for daily use. But one major aspect was missing: the Shekhinah. God's presence had not yet come to rest in its home. Pull off the paper heart, then choose one of the lengths of string and tie it to one of the corner pins. Wrap the string around each pin, going back and forth from the border to the heart to create a zigzag pattern. Aharon's service achieved the desired result. After he took action, the Shekhinah came to rest in the Mishkan. This was due to his exceptionally loving nature. Stop wrapping when the string starts getting short. Tie the remaining unwrapped string to the nearest pin. Choose which color string to use next. Then tie one end to the last pin that the previous color was tied to. Repeat the same steps of wrapping and tying. Aharon's love for peace and for every Jew accomplished more on the 8th day of the Mishkan's dedication than in the previous 7 days. Finally, repeat the same steps for a 3rd time with the 3rd color of string. Aharon's loving and peaceful character also caused him to successfully draw people closer to the Torah. We can emulate Aharon by approaching every Jew with Avas Yisrael, love for a fellow Jew. One of the main ways is by helping another with a physical favor. For example, if you see a classmate, grandmother, or stranger schlepping a heavy load, you can offer a hand with a smile. Carefully push each pin down, securing the string in place. Take a minute to think, what kindness could you do for someone? Lastly, cut off the string ends that are sticking out. And we're done! Where will you display your heart? Will you stick it on the ceiling so you can stare at it in bed? That would be silly. Wherever you put it, place it somewhere where it can be a reminder to you of Aharon's message. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We hope to see you back again next week.